All right, Coach. That was a busy 5K for you.
Yeah, we had a lot going on. They ended up combining Heat 1 and Heat 2. And so, yeah, I just had my collegiates in there with the pros, and it worked out really well. So.
All right, let's run through each one of your women in that field. Let's start with Whitney. I guess that performance, not just the world standard. Everything's been clicking well?
Yeah, things have been going really well for her. And the thing about Whitney is when she strings together a good amount of training, we know something great is going to happen. And coming off of Paris, building off of that, finally getting sub 1450, I think that was just, and to do it the way she did it, that was really fun. This new training group that we have with her new training partners, it's an adjustment, but I think it's benefiting all of them. You saw Ella just run 1450, which also was an incredible PR. Simone had a 13-second PR. Lexi Halladay, sub-15. Everyone is thriving.
Yeah, so for the new additions to the squad, like what's been clicking so well? Because I mean, those are huge jumps to make in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I think having the consistency at altitude is huge, you know, coming from sea level to living at altitude. And then just a different training stimulus. We're really pretty like high intensity, and so the workouts don't lie. And I feel like it's giving them confidence over the last couple of months, something that they haven't done before. And yeah, they're adapting really well to it. And I'm excited.
With Whitney, is one quad finally caught up to the other one, right? Wasn't that the whole issue last year in summer?
Yeah, she had knee surgery.
Yeah.
And so
one was stronger than the other.
Yeah, one was stronger. We're getting it a little bit more equal. I would say she's 99% there.
Lexi's performance today, I mean, there's been signs that this was coming for a while, especially because she ran, what, was it 15:02 last year, right, outdoors?
Yeah, the thing about Lexi is we had to take a little break after cross-country nationals, and so she hasn't really been running a lot, so I wasn't sure.
Really?
You don't want to put a sub-15 expectation. You know, it's like come back and PR in your first indoor. But we've done 2 workouts that kind of blew me away, and so I knew it was a possibility, but I still didn't throw out the sub-15 train. Just was like, all right, let's hop on the back of the train and see what happens. And she just looked great throughout the whole race.
Wait, so how long was this break?
So after NCs, I mean, she had stress reaction, so we had to take off, I think 5 weeks maybe, and then just barely. We haven't been running that much, so it's been good.
Mostly in the pool. I mean, we see how like Connor's cross training, and it's like, is this just a BYU, just like the culture?
We've used swim workouts. That's kind of part of the staple of our program, and then using the arc as well.
Yeah.
And so a lot of cross training, bring the running back. But when we brought the running back, she hadn't lost a ton of fitness, so kind of capitalized on that this indoor season. And with USA's being a lot later this outdoor, I think we can gear outdoor a little bit differently for her. But at 14:57, I mean that's really good. I'm really proud of that. Yeah.
So then, for Courtney, big training stimulus in this?
Yeah, we're trying to do things a little bit different for Court this year just because the length of her season goes all the way through the fall and just experiencing a little bit of burnout. So we don't want to be on fire right now, and things are just starting to kind of click for her. So happy with where she was at. That was a good 4,000 meters. She looked great. And in the 5K, when the wheels fall off, they kind of fell off a little bit in the end, but we'll take it for the wheels not falling off in September.
Does this group have a name yet?
No name. No name, but man, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
All right, next for you. I mean, how are you splitting the squad? Millrose is next weekend.
I'll come to Millrose. I've got Megan who ran 2 flat today. She'll run a 400 at Millrose, and a couple pros will be there, and then UW in 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm just taking it a week at a time.
Yeah. Well, while I have you, Riley's performance up there on the all-time list. Like, what are the signs that this was coming?
It's been there. She had a great cross season as well, and a couple workouts that told me things were going to go well. And I was, I feel like I'm really happy, but every single performance was like just on the verge. Like Megan almost broke 2. Riley was almost at 4:25. Ella was almost 14:49. So there's still stuff to work on.
It feels early in the season still,
though. It's so early, yeah. It's so early, and I'm trying not to get too excited, but it's so hard for me when we have a day like this.
Yeah. Well, congrats on your big day, Coach.
Thanks so much, Chris.